everyone, I'm Joanna from BloodyPopcorn.com, and I'm here today to talk about a few things, including the Scares That Care weekend that just happened a few weeks ago in Williamsburg, Virginia. I would also like to unofficially announce this is the beginning of the Halloween season for Bloody Popcorn, but don't tell Johnny because he doesn't want it to be Halloween yet because he likes it to be cold, which is understandable, but I mean, let's be real, it doesn't get cold until sometimes December, and you know, that's a little late for Halloween. So with that said, it would not be a Bloody Popcorn video if there wasn't alcohol involved. I picked up 2 4-packs of this year's batch of Pumpkin, Southern Tier's Pumpkin. Here it is, and I will open this right now and have it while I do this video. Yeah, and it's not twist off, is it? All right. Pumpkin, cheers. So let's see here, Scares That Care weekend happened August 3rd through 5th. It's a really great organization, and it is very much like your standard horror convention. However, it's one that is pretty kid-friendly. They do a trick-or-treat event, which is pretty cool, where the kids go around to the vendors and guests and literally trick-or-treat. It is currently the only convention we bring our kids to. Back when I was pregnant, Johnny and I would go to horror conventions, and then shortly after Milo was born, we would also bring him. He was, I think, 3 months old the first time he went to a horror convention, which was pretty cool. He was a little baby, and he was perfect and adorable. Everybody loved him. And then he got older, and then the second one came, and we can't bring them to faraway conventions anymore. It is a problem. That being said, because this one's so close, it's really cool that we get to bring them to this. And this year, for the trick-or-treating event, Milo went as a zombie, and then the other one, Ash, who was 4 years old, went as Daniel Tiger. If you're familiar, if you have kids, or if you're familiar with Mr. Rogers, you probably know who Daniel Tiger is, and that's who the youngest went as. So at this point, we don't actually meet a lot of the guests. Part of it's money, and a lot of it is actually just waiting in line, especially when we have kids. We can't wait in line for very long. So we only met 2 of the guests at this event, and that was Kelly Maroney and Mary Catherine Stewart from Night of the Comet. And both ladies are very, very cool. I also get a kick out of bringing the kids because they see the pictures on the tables, they see the girls, but they can't make that connection yet that that's who they're seeing. Needless to say, when the kids get older, they're gonna look back at this and think it's pretty damn cool, or at least that's what I'm hoping, that they met all these movie stars when they were kids, and sometimes in utero. And some of the stars have actually held them when they were babies. It's gonna be kind of weird when Milo one day watches like a Tiffany Shepis movie and sees pictures of him being held by her. Also, Felissa Rose. Milo was held by Felissa Rose quite a bit. We have a picture of Felissa Rose and Jonathan Tiersten holding Milo like they're the parents of our child. It's gonna weird him out one day, but I look forward to that. Because I've talked about this being just a really cool, family-friendly convention, I'd like to bring in an expert to give his opinion as well. So stay tuned. Are you ready? Hey kid, what's your name?
Ash.
How old are you?
4.
All right. Did you go to Scares That Care?
No.
What? Did you go to Scares That Care?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
From looking at all the stuff.
All the stuff? Like what kind of stuff did you like?
The toys.
The toys? That's a good part of it. Did you like some of the decorations?
Yeah.
Like what?
The scarecrow.
The scarecrow? Is it the one that you kept stepping on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go trick-or-treating there?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Uh-huh.
Did you get anything from Scares That Care?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Treats.
Treats. Treats. From trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them anything else?
No.
Alright, you want to say bye then?
Bye.
Hey, what's your name?
Milo.
Milo, okay. And how old are you?
6.5.
6.5, okay. Did you go to Scares That Care weekend?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Did you dress up as something?
Yes.
What did you dress up as?
Zombie.
A zombie, alright. And what was your favorite part of Scares That Care?
This
What is that?
Godzilla toy.
That was your favorite part?
Mm-hmm.
Getting that toy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to play with that toy?
No.
Did you like anything else?
The Gremlins painting.
The Gremlins painting that the guy was doing at that time?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You looking forward to going to Scares Cares next year?
Yeah.
What are you going to be next year?
Dracula.
Dracula, okay. That sounds good. And what are you going to be for Halloween?
This year,
Yeah.
Shark.
Want to say that again?
Next year, I will be Papa Pig. Shark.
All right. Thank you. Everybody say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, I'd say this year the vendors were pretty damn cool. Scares That Care set up quite well though. There's a lot of, space to move around. They have a lot of space at the hotel where they have a major room for vendors, but then they also have a whole bunch of back conference rooms that they've used for vendors. So some of these vendors actually have a whole room to themselves, which, can be a good or bad thing. You feel like you're kind of tucked away. However, you can almost set it up as your own store, which some of them do. Like you walk in and you feel like you're at Spirit Halloween, which is kind of cool. My youngest, who dresses as Daniel Tiger, is fearless. And so he would run up to these Spirit Halloween type decorations and just go to town hitting that or stepping on that button. However, my 6-year-old is not having any of that. We also like to get a whole bunch of prints that we pick up, and this year was no exception. We have this beautiful Rocky artwork that we got a few years ago at Monster Mania. And this year we saw another artist was selling a whole bunch of stuff, including a Rocky 11 by 17. So obviously we had to get that, as you can see. We also did get a cute little 5 by 7 print of the Muppets. There's another artist there we've gotten stuff from in the past. It's Jellico, and they do some really neat stuff that looks like it's for kids. And so I picked up, because I couldn't resist, this lovely print right here, because you can never have too much divine stuff in your household. And then for the kids, I actually did get a lovely Monster Club picture. Now at this time, the same vendor has some really cute little pins, and I let Milo pick out one for himself and his brother. And I did not realize until after the fact that they are not exactly for kids. So they can wear them out, but they cannot wear them to school. I didn't read it or look at the pin very well when we got them. They're just cute. It's a robot and a mummy, but they're doing some obscene things or have some obscene appendages. So for our bedroom, we've also been kind of going with a bride and monster motif recently. We picked up a couple really cool large posters at Monster Mania back in March. At Scares That Care, we actually saw they had complimentary pillows, like bed pillows or throw pillows or whatever. If you follow us on Twitter, you probably realize that we're kind of starting to inch our way into the big monster movie, Godzilla type movies. It's a huge blind spot for us, and we're very not well versed at all in the subject. So when we came to a table of Godzilla figures that said they were rare and obviously expensive, we felt like we had to get one. Without a doubt we were overpriced for it, but we did decide to get this guy right here. Scares That Care. If you have a family and you want to bring your kids to a horror convention, I definitely recommend it. It's fun. They do have adult stuff, obviously. We have not been able to partake in any of the adult, after-hours stuff, but they do have it. Fun fact, a few years ago, or I guess 4 years ago, when I was 8 months pregnant with my second child, the guests included Stuart and Carolyn Gordon, which was pretty cool. And since we're kind of affiliated with the organization, they'd asked if myself and my coworker Lisa could actually drive them to one of the local attractions. So because of that, we got to hang out with Carolyn and Stuart Gordon, which was amazing, and they're a super nice couple, and could not speak more highly of them. If you ever have the chance to meet either one of them, they're really, really cool. And Carolyn Gordon asked me for my email address so I could send her pictures of my unborn child when he was born, of course. This has been a bit of a rambling video, but I want to do more of them, and they will be a little more hyper-focused instead of this. This has been like one of our recent podcast episodes. If you don't already, follow us on Twitter at Bloody Popcorn. We're at bloodypopcorn.com. We're on Facebook. We don't really post a lot of stuff there anymore, though, because the algorithm sucks. We're on Instagram at Bloody Popcorn, as well as Johnny Thrashin. Happy Halloween. Here's to a damn good season.